brothers, welcome back to DummyNation. In the last video, you guys upvoted the most to do a challenge where I played as a country with no diplomacy, and I encourage you to check out my Japan video because we have already done that. So we'll move on to the second highest recommendation, which was to play as Egypt. So let's go ahead and get started with them. Okay, so Egypt starts out with a 38th best GDP, 15th best military power, and we are an autocracy, which is not my favorite government. We are going to keep up the maintenance costs of our army, decreasing that, but we're going to take down martial law all the way. And then let's take a look. We do have a unique situation where we start out allied to most of our neighbors. Now, I say most of our neighbors because we're not allied to anyone in the Mediterranean, but if we attack any of them, we'll get attacked all by the European Union, which is not a great place to be. Speaking of diplomacy, real quick. Good. Eritrea is not in here. So what is our strategy going to be? We're going to push through Eritrea and then potentially Ethiopia to grab land down here and then move around Sudan. We don't want to really disturb this alliance. We'll let other people do that for us. As much as these people are our opportunities, they're also our shield. So taking a look at our army, we got about 6,000 tanks. Let's up that with more tanks. We'll spend our 1.2 million on tanks. We'll decrease social spending, increase military, apply. And then, of course, at this point, the traditional 10 points into military research and then the full into reactive armor. And we'll start making some moves as soon as our army is ready. Okay, our army is ready. Let's go into Eritrea real quick. And they don't have too much of an army. In fact, we defeated it already. So that's going to be a nice quick one. Are you Djibouti friends with everybody? Are you part of the... Yeah, you are. Okay, Kenya is not though, right? No. So let's go into Kenya next. Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a good target. 59th best GDP, which is pretty good for Africa. So let's go ahead and fight them down. They only have about 1,000 tanks. And I think the only other target we could do is really Syria, but that's not really worth it. There's also Lebanon up here, but that'll be angering the coalition. Ethiopia is by far going to be the best target we have access to. So knocking them down quickly is going to be very good for us. Okay, Ethiopia is out of the way. How many tanks did we lose? Not really anything. That's fantastic. We're making about 129 up from about 98 or so. Taking a look at the rest of the world, nothing really big has happened yet. The scramble for Africa is going to happen here very soon. So do we want to go into Kenya next, 62nd best GDP, or South Sudan? South Sudan's weak, but honestly, I think we go into Kenya first, as they're on the coast, which means they're more susceptible to being attacked by other countries coming to Africa. So let's jump in, grab Kenya's economy, add it to our own, and then maybe even go down to Tanzania. Tanzania would be a really good one as well. I think we just continue to keep pushing down south. All right, they are done. South Sudan did declare war on us for like a little bit of land, or excuse me, not South Sudan, just regular Sudan. I'm going to leave them alone for right now, as we have better targets to attack, but that is a little bit unfortunate that we lost one of our allies. But Tanzania will be able to make up for it, making 150 after we take out Kenya. So let's see what we get after Tanzania. Okay, we're making about 178 right now. What is the rest of the world doing? Nobody's really done anything. This is interesting. United States is fighting Mexico. Mexico doesn't have any troops. How's your diplomacy? You're friends with Venezuela. You're friends with Spain. Spain, I don't really want to fight right now. We could just go into the Democratic Republic of the Congo. That'd be good. Yeah, let's go into the Congo right now. Grab their economy. They don't have a ton of troops. They only have about 500 tanks. So this should be another quick war for us and give us a little bit more land and access to my favorite country to invade, which is Angola. All right, and that's the DRC gone, making just shy of 200. How are you doing? No way. All your troops are gone, Saudi Arabia? Aren't you like the 19th best, 18th best GDP? Brother, we're going there right now. We don't really have the troops for this, but it's fine. We'll fix the pathing as soon as we can. Okay, you just go straight up. There you go. By the way, if you don't know how to do that, just left click and hold, drag up, and then you'll be able to move them up. Okay, so this will incur the wrath of other countries. I definitely think it's worth it. Okay, finishing up Saudi Arabia now. We did lose a healthy amount of tanks, but we more than doubled our income. So I think in the long run, that's going to be worthwhile. We just need to kind of hang back for a little bit because we do not have a lot. Military speaking wise, we're down to 23rd in the world, which is not going to really protect us. So everybody just go home for right now. And let's just kind of wait this one out until we can re-up our military. Okay, military's re-upped. Let's finish up Sudan just to connect our countries and honestly get rid of somebody who's been attacking us a lot. Who is this? Who do be that? Who's hostile to us? Tunisia's declared war on us. I think that's the only other one. Oman and Tunisia. Oman, I would really think I don't want to fight you yet. And then Tunisia, I think we're fine with attacking Tunisia, at least for right now. How many troops do you have? It would cost us $1 million. Yeah, we're fine apparently fighting you, especially as you're just sending over rockets right now. Who is this? Yemen. Yemen, you're expensive. Okay, all done on that front. Didn't lose too many tanks. Lost a few allies along the way, but we're making 600 now. So this is a good kind of amount to just sit on for a little bit. We'll try and save up for a death stack. We probably need about 5 million to 10 million before we're able to really make our next move. How's Russia doing? Collapsed. We missed out on that. That's kind of the unfortunate part about doing a lot of these time lapses. Sometimes you miss out on big opportunities like this. Germany, I would love to have attacked you. Yep, there's no way for us to get involved. India's going to get all of that. Quite unfortunate, but that's just how the cookie crumbles this round. Japan, I saw that you were also pretty weak. We could go into you. You are great friends with India, and India's incredibly strong this go around. No, they're weak. Could we get away with this? Who else were you friends with? Just really India and Taiwan. Okay, Japan's even weaker than when we were initially going to come over here, so I think this is a great move for us. Japan's going to probably like triple our GDP right now. This is going to be a great move for us, as we're just going to crush their army. And then, yeah, India's declared war on us. How much for a peace treaty, though? Done. Ukraine? Done. We'll just buy them off. Easy. Easy. Taiwan! Yes. Okay. Easy. And down goes Japan's army. And here's our spread. Look at that. 800. Oh my gosh. We were excited about 200. Now we're making 1,000 so quickly. All we have to do is just fight down the civilian population of Japan, and we just keep going. Oh, let the good times roll. I'm actually going to split this army because I'm a little bit worried. Is this Japan too? Yes, get into South Korea. I'm a little bit worried that people are going to start hopping over here. Brother? Go away. Okay, and that's most of Japan. Almost 3,000. Taiwan and China have been fighting. And India is now fighting China. This could be big for us. We're right in the region to jump in if something happens. Okay, the world is in a little bit of chaos. We made the grievous mistake of going through Taiwan, and we lost all of our troops. But we spent a couple years, rebuilt the army pretty high. China is still very weak. So I think we invest $1 million more into rockets. And I think we go fight China. And that puts us at the second best military power, fourth best GDP. Just wait though until we get some of China. Oh brother, let's look at the population. No. Let's look at the economy. That's what we want to look at. Okay, so this is kind of where we want to hit. Is like right here. I think that'll be really good for us. And then we'll just try and take this region. All right, let the invasion of China begin. Yes, they're still weak. Oh, this is gonna be real big for us. Look at that, 4,000 already. China, where's your military? You're building up fast, but you're losing them elsewhere. You're losing your troops elsewhere. Oh, no, you're fighting us directly. Okay, so this is the engagement that we've all been waiting for. As soon as this falls, though, we're going to be sitting so pretty. They've got 1,000 tanks kicking around somewhere. Here they come. And down they fall. Huge. Okay, let's split our army in half. I know I could probably get this done a little bit quicker, but China really has a lot of population that can really eat away at troops. So I'm going to be a little bit cautious about that. Keep our army a little bit more close together, especially as we go through these more heavily populated areas, as we just kind of start rampaging through their country and take all of their monies. Okay, the United States is also getting involved. A little bit unfortunate on that front. Let's get you and you to go right here. And let's split this army and try and go many places. Okay, back up. We've already lost like 4,000 tanks. That's a huge mistake. I got yelled at for not doing splitting, and everyone's trying to tell me how good splitting is. You lose so many more troops than you would if you just keep them in a big army. Like, yeah, it takes longer, but like, do you want to spend more time and more money building up the troops back, or do you just want to keep one big death stack? I like the death stack. Okay, Italy's invading us. This is quite unfortunate. There's not a lot we can do about this. I'm gonna let this live for right now because China's a little bit more valuable. But that does annoy me. We have 15 million. Good. The rebels held. Maybe we can just get a second smaller army over here just as a little bit of a defense. Okay, so we had to spend a little bit of time rebuilding our army because it got wiped over here. That's okay. We have an even stronger army now. I think this might put us still second. The United States must be absolutely big. That has given China a little bit of time to build up, and Japan has also taken back a little bit of land from us. Let's just quickly take back the land that Japan took. I don't know where they're kicking around still. Oh, they're down there. Well, let's just finish up, grab our island back and South Korea just for the money. There. Okay, now let's go fight the rest of China back down. Okay, big problem. Germany's declared war on us. We have 14,000. You have 1,000. Let's bring our army over. They've taken our capital away, which is a little bit unfortunate. Let's go pound them down. And I don't suppose if we fought Germany, how many people declare war on us? This is our land. They're the aggressors here. How good are your relations? Really good with Italy. We know that. France, you're good allies with. I don't know. We'll see how far we can push this. Okay, France has declared war on us. Ah, frick. Okay. So that's about as far as we can push it. Leave. And we have 12,000 tanks. How much with 4.5 million? Brother. Okay, 150 gets us not 10,000 more tanks. Give us the rockets. Give us the planes. We're strengthening our army. Germany, you have to leave. You have to leave. Okay, United States has declared war on us. We will piece out of that one. That's a little bit expensive, but we just barely had enough money. Well, we have 50 million. That was 400,000. So we're very much being viewed as the aggressor here, even though we're in like a hard second or third place. It's going to be hard for us to really take everybody else down. It really won't. United States, how strong are you? Our capital is over here. Very strong. Okay. Well, let's start combining everybody over here. And let's start putting some points into self-sufficient economy where we can, because people really don't like us, which is slightly understandable, but still rude. Okay. With that, our economy is going at 3.4%. Let's go ahead and increase military spending just even more. I think that's good. And then I would love to attack India. India does have the 5th best GDP. Diplomacy wise, friends with Japan, who's gone, and United Kingdom. I think with 50 million, we could probably buy off the United Kingdom. And I think it's worth it at this point to start going into India and knocking down them as a big player in the game. Okay, well, that is India gone. We're really playing at the knife's edge here because the United States already has 70%, which means we need to go to war with them sooner rather than later. They have 20,000. What are we at? 15,000. How much more? We can buy 10,000 more. Okay, good. Okay, we've built ourselves up to 45,000 tanks, 18,000 rockets. We could go to the United States right now. I think a better target is knocking off Germany first because I don't think the United States would join in that. This will help us knock down the rest of Europe as well. So when we take on the United States, we're taking them on essentially alone. So let's go ahead and do this. And just get ready to buy off whoever. You know what? No, we'll fight everybody. We'll fight everybody. Man, being an autocracy is absolutely garbage. The corruption is terrible. Look how many. Remember how like 2 seconds ago we had 45,000 tanks? Now we have 13,000. That's incredible. Okay, well, now we got to build up. We might as well just fight the United States down after this. Okay, we're back at it again. We're going to go back into Germany. The reason why, everyone's out of troops. Everyone here in Europe's out of troops. So we can get a lot of progress here done by attacking Germany. And I think that's worth it. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Us having to fight the entirety of Europe all at once is a big pain in the butt, but it is something we can get done with this big army. We do have 28,000. Let's go ahead and start blowing that into... Not that. Guerrilla warfare. Let's throw 24,000 into that. Make it harder for people to invade us. And we'll just go into Germany. All right. Big bad. United States is about to win. Everybody over here. We got to fight the United States right now. United States is at 97%. Oh, we barely caught that. Okay. What is your military at? 4,000. We're somehow allied to you. Not anymore. Go. Take them down. We caught it in time. They're definitely going down. We're going to catch up. That's very good, especially because they're incredibly weak. They don't really have any troops. Let's get risky with it. Go ham, boys. All right, we're switching ideology. We're going straight fascist. This is taking absolute... We're losing so many troops all the time. Autocracy is terrible. I try to keep with it, but no longer. And I'm not sure how much autocracy is really having to play into this versus the game got updated, but the whack-a-mole that has occurred is absolutely ridiculous. For a country that had like 1,000 tanks, for them to put up a fight that like me with 40,000 tanks and 6,000 rockets could, or 20,000 rockets couldn't stop is a little bit ridiculous. That army somehow lost. They don't even have tanks, brother. For the love of God, this game, man. Okay, new army once again. Fight Germany over here, and hopefully they'll be too distracted with us attacking their mainland to do anything about this. But this has just become such a ridiculous fight. Okay, I've been developing the new, what I'm calling German strat, which is I get to 500G, I buy as much tanks, rockets, and planes I can buy, I make a new army, and I send them out. Because, like, holy cow, look at this whack-a-mole game. This is ridiculous. Like, we were just here, and they're already, like, forming a rebellion and taking back all the land. Like, I think this game is a little bit broken because no other country has acted like this. I don't know what's going on with Germany, but they are impossible to take down. What is even your government? You're a democracy. What is this? You think they were like... They can't keep having civilians if I keep killing them. Brother, this is insane. I have 66,000 tanks all deployed trying to fight down Germany. It is impossible. They cannot have these many civilians. Like, look at this. We're not even making any progress. In Germany's impossible to take down. Okay, Germany is 100% bugged. This is absurd. They don't have a military. But I cannot stop them. I have 80,000 tanks. I've never had this many tanks in a game. Okay, we're leaving them alone. Just let them have whatever they need. Oh my gosh. Take everybody here. We'll fight Brazil. That should hopefully win us the game, and hopefully we don't need anything else. Yeah, Brazil's pretty close to winning, so I think this is a good move. I hope this isn't... I hope they are bugged, and this isn't part of the update. Because there's no way 200,000... civilians should be able to stand against 80,000 tanks, 31,000 rockets, 1,000 planes, all the stuff. It's just ridiculous. It's absurd. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay, so the problem seems to have mostly originated in Russia while I'm at full speed. So what I have done is I have 2 armies attacking and then 1 army just going around suppressing rebels. And that seems to be at least moving the needle a little bit. but something is definitely not operating potentially as it should. Like, this is a little bit ridiculous right here. I think I was able to fix the bug. The bug was really just in Russia, where like it would just keep spawning up high populations as we're fighting Germany elsewhere. It seems to be fine. It was just that area. Like, oh, and there. Speak of the devil, they just keep popping up. There. But I think it's fine now, so we're kind of in wrap-up stages. Nobody can really fight us at this point. We're just having to deal with the United States, Brazil, and the United Kingdom fighting us all at once, and then the United States, Brazil, and Germany all fighting us at once. We're fighting down Germany. I'm getting rid of Germany. I'm never going to deal with Germany ever again. Brazil can have whatever land they want. We will come back and grab it here in a minute. But yeah, there it is. There it is. Whenever we're going at full speed seems to be a problem. Okay, so we know how to fix this. We send one army there. We bring a second army up that literally just crushes their military. Any rebel that pops up. So you just attack regularly, and then the second army will be able to defend. How are we looking militarily? Okay. A little bit strong, a little bit on the weaker side, but that's okay. We've been fighting a lot of wars. Let's get another army out here. And then just every time one of these if this ever happens to you, every time one of these armies just comes up, make it your sole priority to just take it down immediately. Okay, Germany is finally done. Holy cow. Okay, what's our military at? We have 50. What are you at? No. Brazil, how much do you have? Not a lot. All right, let's go fight down Brazil. Let's just scatter and take them down. Nope, same problems happening down here. So does it get better? Does it get better without being on full speed? Not really. So let's split this group into fours. And just have one of them just be on rebel crush duty. So I'm not sure if this is a bug or a feature, but either way, dude, like usually these videos take me about an hour and a half. We're on 2 hours already, and most of it's just been me silently just clicking, going to rebels, taking them down, moving, going to rebels, taking them down, and just constantly trying to take out rebels before they take out too much land back. It's just a very, very tedious process that really sucks out a lot of fun of the game. And I really hope this is unintended, because if this is intended, this almost becomes unplayable at this point. So there was a new update, and basically its thing was like, for multiplayer, like you get coalitions and stuff. Like, okay, but I'm not sure if it messed with the code of the game, because something seems off. Rebels are spawning way more frequently and have way more power than they did before, and this is just way too tedious to be doing every single game. Like right now, I never have a military at a G. This is an incredibly strong military we're having, and it's literally just to suppress rebels. Okay, this should be the final fight. Let's split and try and get this done. We're at 93%. Get me out of this game. This has been probably one of the worst experiences I've ever had playing this game. I really hope this is unintentional, because if this is like a feature, not a bug, I don't know if I'd ever play this game again. Like, it is just absolutely atrocious trying to constantly take down rebels every 2 steps that you invade. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, when a country doesn't have a military, you've got the biggest military that's ever existed, and you're constantly being outgunned by 50,000 rebels. It's just a lot, but that was enough to get us through. So that is a nice little victory for us here with Egypt. Egypt was a fun country, I will say. It's just when we started dealing with the rebel problem that it really became an issue. Like, we would have wrapped this game up so much quicker. But once we got rolling through China, I mean, our economy was unstoppable. We just bought tanks at our own whim. But yeah, I hope that is let me know if that's something you guys experienced in your games, or if that's just me. But that is our first win as a fascist country as well. So that was a good one. But thank you for the suggestion. If you have a country you'd like me to play next, just leave it in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. And a special thank you to all of my members, with a shout out to producers Chris Mitchell, Kevin Eddie Stamps, Icy, Christopher Ryans, American Patriot, Quagsire Lover 32, and executive producers Miskits the Mallard, A137 Mason / Aurelius, Rob Drake, Rob Coleman, Uther Ekana, Noob Rex, Brock Lowry, Daniel Stevens, Sakari Scarlet, Morwin, Ogan Gabriel, Maverick149, Jeremy Daniels, Crushland, and Austin. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one.